Animal Research Project by Corbin Peralta. Shark heterotroph. In comparison with the invertebrates, most vertebrates are large and complex organisms whose structure is built up of numerous tissues and organs. The most important of these is possession of a set of vertebrae, hollow structures which combine to make the spinal column. These are either made of cartilage or of bone and cartilage combined. This surrounds and protects the central nerve cord and replaces the notochord as an axial support for muscles. The anterior front end of the nerve cord is enlarged into a brain, which typically consists of 5 vesicles. This brain in turn is normally encased in a protective structure called the cranium. Characteristics. Phylum tree. Roles of the great white. For most sharks, their role in the ecosystem will also change over the course of their life, with the largest changes probably occurring during the period of growth up to sexual maturation. Sharks may be small and numerous, playing a significant role on a very local scale as apex predators on invertebrate and small vertebrate fish communities. They may be large, few and highly dispersed, exerting an influence on a much broader scale. They may be somewhere in between. Our current understanding suggests that the role of heterotrophic level predators is important in maintaining the ecosystem, as their removal will have unknown effects on the remaining flora and fauna. The difficulty is in defining the precise role of a species or group of species. Resolution of this question lies with further detailed study, both of the biology of individual shark species and the ecology of the associated habitats. In short, a shark's role is to eat and be eaten. Shark's habitat. Functions of the shark. Most sharks swallow their food whole or bite it into relatively large pieces. Sharks have U-shaped stomachs that use very strong acids and enzymes to dissolve most of what is eaten. The stomach produces an easily absorbed, soupy mush. Only this liquid mush enters the intestines because the pyloric valve, the valve between the stomach and the intestines, is small. Indigestible things, like very large bones and non-nutritive items, are vomited. Absorption of nutrients takes place in the intestines. Although the intestines are short, they have a large surface area due to enfolding of the inner surface of the intestines. Some shark intestines are arranged in folds, some are in a spiral pattern, like a spiral staircase enclosed within a cylinder. Also, sharks are asexual. Assassin bug heterotroph. Assassin bugs are good flyers and walkers. They prowl around trees, gardens, and grassy areas, hunting other insects. Most people consider them beneficial, as they help control many insect pests. Handling assassin bugs is not recommended, as they can inflict a painful bite. They sometimes land on people, but can be brushed off easily if they do not soon fly away on their own. Crushing or slapping at them generally causes them to bite. Habitat. Like many insects, assassin bugs hatch from eggs and molt through a number of immature stages, nymphs, before a final moult in which they emerge as a winged, sexually mature adult. The various stages look generally alike, except that the final stage has wings. This life cycle is called incomplete metamorphosis. The alternative, complete metamorphosis, is undergone by insects like butterflies and beetles, whose worm-like larvae are strikingly different than the adults. Reproduction and function. Assassin bugs reproduce sexually and asexually. assassin bugs perform external digestion. In other words, they inject digestive juices into the victim's body and wait for the internal organs to turn into liquid. Once digestion is completed, assassin bug will eat liquid meal by sucking it with a tube. Assassin bug phylum tree. Sea spiders, Heterotroph. Pycnoconida, any of the spider-like marine animals comprising the class Pycnoconida, also called Panthopoda, of the phylum Arthropoda. Sea spiders walk about on the ocean bottom on their slender legs or crawl among plants and animals. Some may tread water. Habitat. Most pycnogonids have 4 pairs of long legs attached to 4 trunk segments. The body size ranges from 3 mm (1/8 inch) in tropical shallow water species to 50 cm (20 inches) in deep water species. The mouth, a triangular opening at the end of an elaborate suctorial appendage, proboscis, is often longer and larger than the body. Adult pycnogonids either suck the juices from soft-bodied invertebrates or browse on hydroids, phylum Cnidaria, and bryozoans. The 4 simple eyes are often lacking in the deep water species. The digestive and reproductive systems have branches that go to the legs. Role and functions. Most pycnogonids have 4 pairs of long legs attached to 4 trunk segments. The body size ranges from 3 mm (1/8 inch) in tropical shallow water species to 50 cm (20 inches) in deep water species. The mouth, a triangular opening at the end of an elaborate suctorial appendage, proboscis, is often longer and larger than the body. Adult pycnogonids either suck the juices from soft-bodied invertebrates or browse on hydroids, phylum Cnidaria, and bryozoans. The 4 simple eyes are often lacking in the deep water species. The digestive and reproductive systems have branches that go to the legs. Sea spiders, phylum tree. Spiders. Spiders are not insects. Spiders belong to the class Arachnida. Like all arachnids, spiders have just 2 body parts, a cephalothorax and an abdomen. In spiders, these 2 body regions join at a narrow waist, called a pedicel. The abdomen is soft and unsegmented, while the cephalothorax is harder and includes the 8 legs that characterize spiders. Habitat. Members of the order Arachnida prey on other organisms, usually insects. However, spiders can only consume liquids, as they lack chewing mouth parts. They use chelicerae, pointed appendages at the front of the cephalothorax, to grasp prey and inject venom. Role and function. Spiders are often feared and sometimes scorned, but they do serve a purpose on our planet. Did you know that this order, Arachnida, is the largest entirely carnivorous group of animals on the planet? Without spiders, insects would soon reach pest proportions. Most people can recognize a spider, even without knowing the characteristics that members of the order Arachnida share. Spiders, phylum tree.